I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. I am in Munster in Germany. I'm in my hotel room. I must say that Nigerian hotels are still some of the most beautiful that I've stayed in all my travels. However, I appreciate being here. This town is predominantly green party oriented city. And so you see a lot of bicycles, people riding bicycles because they want to make it a green city. They don't have trams here, and I've not seen many trains. I've not seen any train, even though I've seen buses. So it's a green city. They are philosophically based. They are ideologically based. They have ideology. They have what governs their politics. However, a man lived in this country, Germany, from 1883 to 1924. I have spoken about him before. His name is Franz Kafka. Franz is Franz. Kafka is Kafka. He was Jewish and was a poet, he was a writer, philosopher. He lived in Germany. He said that if you have one idiot, that you have one idiot. If you have two idiots, you have two idiots. But if you have 10,000 idiots, then you have a political party. I will marry it with the Greek philosophy of idiocy. The Greeks believed that there are three categories of people. Number one, the idiots, those who do things without caring about the consequences on themselves, society, and humanity. And then there are tribesmen. Tribesmen are people who do things just because of their filial association, political association, social association. They are not guided by philosophy, they are guided by relationship. And then there are citizens who have the interests of their nation, their people, and the environment uppermost. The Nigerian political system is a political system of idiocy. We have 10,000, 100,000 gathering of people who don't care what happens to them, to their society, to the environment by their decisions. We're still talking about healthcare services in Nigeria vis-a-vis the brutalization of Buhari. Now, there is a man, a Yoruba man I know. He is a medical doctor, former governor of Ondo State. He has come to visit me in Ogili. I've gone to visit him at in Ondo town. I even spoke in his declaration for presidency under the Labour Party some years back in Ondo State. His name is Dr. Olusegun Mimiko, also known as Iroko. I met him during the Nigerian Christian Graduate Fellowship National Convention in Port Harcourt. And he sat near me. When I finished speaking, he spoke. and I saw a man who loved humanity, who was interested in healthcare. He talked about his Abiye project. Abiye is Abiye. It was recommended by the World Bank, World Health Organization, and several international organizations as a pilot program, a unique program towards reducing maternal deaths, infant mortality, and using technology to provide health care for the citizenry. At that point in Ondo State, during the tenure of Governor Olusegun Mimiko, commissioners' wives could deliver in the same hospital with drivers' wives, and very beautiful, affordable, world-class facilities. You know, the Yorubas, if you need doctors or whatever, they have them in abundance. You want people who are dedicated to a cause, you had them in abundance. He had them in abundance. And he wanted to become president. And that's how our friendship started. He invited me to Abuja. I stayed in his guest house, the guest house where he was resident. That was the first time I met DG Anyonju. And the day he was to go declare his political interests for presidency under the Labour Party, I sat in his car with him, such a humble man. There was something unique he told me, that he doesn't use siren and was down to earth. I asked him a simple question. Now you want to declare under Labour Party. Have you settled with one man? I won't mention his name. He said he had settled with him that day. It was that man that scuttled Dr. Olusegun Mimiko's ambition to run for presidency in the Labour Party, the same Labour Party that is trying to mess up with His Excellency Peter Obi. In fact, the day I spoke in Governor Mimiko's intention to be president, after I left, by the time I was getting to the Petroleum Training Institute roundabout at Warri, Governor Olusegun Mimiko called me that Peter Obi saw me when I was speaking, and he asked after me, who is that man? Then Peter Obi had not shown interest in becoming president. Governor Olusegun Mimiko subsequently went to the Zenith Labour Party to contest for Senate, and he failed. I've not interacted with him closely like before. I called him a few months back. The point I want to make is that political parties in Nigeria are dominated by idiots following Greek philosophy and following Franz Kafka's theory. And when idiots make decisions to choose presidential candidates, they will only choose according to their idiocy and their stupidity. And they will keep choosing men and women who would fulfill their immediate and inordinate desires to steal the commonwealth of this nation. And they will never ever put people in power who have the interests of Nigeria at heart. It is sad. It is sickening. It is discouraging. And so, as long as the political parties in Nigeria are the way they are. I recently talked about coalition. That coalition is a realignment of bandits. Bandits are people who take from society and never add to society. They put evil in society. A host of them you see running around. The only person I feel sorry for is His Excellency Peter Obi. He might be messed up by these idiots. Idiots. So, where do we go from here? I made a statement that we have churches in this country that have branches in nearly every street. We have churches that have branches in nearly every city. Christians should get more involved in politics. They should get more involved in running the political machinery in this country. In Germany here, we have Christian Democratic Union Party. We don't need to make it a Christian party, but we should make Christians involved in party politics. If not, idiots will control the machinery. The question in your mind now is whether do I need to contest elections? No, leadership is not only in electoral offices. I'm providing leadership in my own way. Kenneth Hagin was not a partisan pastor, but you, the younger generation, you, the stronger generation, more enlightened generation, don't leave the future of your country in the hands of idiots. I made that mistake when I was younger. Don't make the same mistake. People like Very Dark Man should belong to political parties. Aisha Yesufu should belong to political parties. She is an obedient. We should galvanize ourselves to take back our country. The alternative that can happen is not better. The two alternatives that can happen, I don't recommend them. As long as these idiots, these ones that stuff dollars inside Agbada, they are the chairmen of political parties, those ones that run from pillar to post with cap like this, my cap. As long as we have them, those ones that have white beards like these ones that I'm forming, that are always going to court, as long as we have them, we can never have good leadership in Nigeria. Look at ADC, they will be plagued by crisis. ABGA, crisis. Labour Party, crisis. PDP, crisis. APC, their own is coming and it's going to be like a nuclear missile. You will be shocked. I remain Dr. Charles Apoki. I'm not a prophet, but I don't talk anyhow. As long as we have idiots in politics, we'll remain a useless society. I remain Dr. Charles Apoki. Send a message to +234 80 21 21 92 62. I'm off to Dusseldorf for a meet and greet with my subscribers. God bless you.